Hello everybody, welcome back to the channel. We're the Acheampong family and we make vlogs about our life in Ghana.
Thank you so much for clicking. Welcome to another video. We've been having a lot of questions about our house hunt and our house search, why we are renting, why we're not buying. So I gathered all the questions in the comments. I dropped it on my Instagram. So if you don't follow us there, make sure you follow us. It's the Acheampong family. And there we are a little bit more interactive. We show a
Day
bit
by
around.
day, it's more
We show a
daily
bit
thing.
about our day life. So make sure you follow us. If you haven't subscribed to the channel yet, please do so. It helps me and my family out a lot. Thank you.
Thanks. So the first question is, have you guys found another house yet? It seems like your search is never ending.
We are so thankful for you guys holding on with us, commenting, watching, helping us, giving us thousands of suggestions. We are thankful. Thank you. And sometimes it helps.
It helps.
Like the one we went to in Adenta.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it was nice, but it was next to a garbage facility,
Yeah.
which made the smell not really
I don't think it's nice to live
pleasant.
next to a garbage recycling
But it was
system.
a very good option. Thank you. Oh, so no, sorry. to answer your question, we have not found a house yet. We are still on the search.
It's not easy.
No, it's not.
No. So the second question is, I'm tired for you. Move to Gambia. The houses are nicer and cheaper over there.
Yeah.
Well, that could be. I mean, Gambia is a whole different country, but we're based in Ghana. We love Ghana and we're staying in Ghana. Maybe in the near future, who might know? But for the moment, we're looking in Accra.
Moving to another country is not really that simple, right? We made a whole effort to move here, and I think right now we really know Accra, and we are getting to know the place. So we're not just gonna up and leave because it's very difficult to
Yeah.
find the house we want. We are sure that we will find the gem we are looking for. Just
Exactly.
hold on with us.
Why don't we move outside of Accra? Well,
yeah.
that's a bit easy.
Yeah,
It's based on the choice we make for the school for the kids.
yeah,
And based on that decision, it's not an option for us to go to like Tema or to Takrady or Kumasi or any other place.
yeah. Traffic is a big problem in Accra. So whatever you do, like your work and your kids' school, you have to find a house within that range. Like I would say 15 minutes maximum. Because
15 minutes
even
would be good,
15
yeah.
minutes can be 45 minutes.
Yeah.
So we get the other question a lot also, like, why don't you just change the kids' schools?
Yeah, true.
So if you click here or here, somewhere above, you will see why it's very important for us to have the kids in a school that we chose now. We have had a bit of a trouble with them in school regarding their emotional and physical, well, more emotional safety, but we just want them to be very free. We want them to be grounded individuals who can ask questions, who are not afraid to say or speak up. And we felt like the school system in Accra was very challenging to find a good school who could provide that safety net. And I think we found one now, so we don't want to continue searching for another one, and we just want to focus on that school, because that was a big step for us in deciding if we're going to stay or not, to find a school where we feel that our kids are emotionally, physically, mentally just safe.
It's safe and that they can really unlock their potential.
Yes, yes.
I think that's a very big thing for us.
Yeah,
Having the kids feel free
yeah,
and be able enough to do whatever they want in school and learn the most
yeah,
out of this whole experience.
yeah. Yeah, education is key. So we are not changing schools, no.
5. Why do we want to leave our current house? Seems like we have a lot of fun there. Well, that's true. We have a lot of fun over there.
Yes.
I mean, the swimming pool is nice. It's a big house, but at the same time, it's too big. It was fun when relatives are coming over or friends are staying, but COVID changed the experience. And since the house is that big, some rooms are not even used.
Yeah.
And since rooms are not even being used, well, that makes it a lot of maintenance, which is just
It's
pointless.
a hassle. To have a big house in Accra is a big hassle. And for those of you who are new to the channel, maybe you don't know our story, but we came to Ghana initially, we just staying for a year. And we chose that house specifically to have friends, family, whoever wanted to come over, have all the room and space that we wanted, and just to chill. But now that we are settling here and we decided to stay, we really want to have a smaller home.
Yeah, makes it a lot easier.
Yes.
Question number 6. Why would you like to live smaller? Less maintenance. I think a better use of AC in the rooms instead of having huge rooms with just one AC, which takes up half an hour just to get the climate environment on a good level?
Well, the rooms in our house cannot really cool.
No.
Our rooms are huge. You guys should really wait for the house tour video, and it's coming. Once we have the new house, it's coming up. But the rooms are so big that whenever you shower or whenever you dress or change, it's just hot and it gets you agitated. So I don't know how you feel about that. I think you feel, but you have a little less problem with that. I just
Yeah.
want to step out of my shower, have the AC on wherever I walk into the house, because I think my body is still not really acclimatized to Ghanaian weather, and I get
It's just
hot
hot
so
here.
quickly.
It's just hot
yeah.
here, yeah.
And then it's also the maintenance of the house. You also have to keep in mind that maintenance is on you. It is not on the landlord. He will not do it for you. So you have to maintain. Our house is like 12 ACs or 13.
Something like that.
Yeah.
13. could
And
be.
then the cleaning of the house, we have one house help now because something went wrong with the nanny. And it is just too big for her alone. And if you don't use the space very often, cockroaches come. And that is my worst fear. Like, we have rooms we don't enter because we're just not using it. And then from time to time, especially when it rains, they crawl or you see what, ooh, I
Yeah, they
hate
come
it.
through the pipes, and that's something I
Yeah,
dislike. I
I
really
really
dislike.
hate it.
It's nasty.
So we want a smaller house where we are sure we use all the rooms.
7. What were we looking for?
So I really wanted to have a house in a gated community where the kids have space to play outside with other children. And I found, I think that coming to Africa, I imagined this house with a garden where I can grow my own fruits and vegetables. But everything is tiled here, so
Yeah.
that was so difficult to find. Finding a
You're-
place for
yeah.
kids is not really something
Kids
that...
friendly, mainly
Yeah.
kids friendly. That's
Yeah.
something that's not really. People didn't put a lot of thought in it
Yeah.
in the past years, which we can see. And new developments are putting thoughts in it. That's a good thing. But currently, we're looking for the moment now, and not for in the future. So, yeah. Question number 8: what are we looking for? Well, since we're coming from Holland and we already lived here in Ghana, we're used to a certain lifestyle. And that lifestyle is also possible here in Ghana, which makes us change our search for houses to apartments.
Yeah.
Apartments are easy to maintain, are compactor. I think you can control the climate. In this case, the AC is better with the rooms.
Just have them on 24/7.
24/7. So that's mainly it. We're focusing on something that's more up to standards, which we feel comfortable. Because eventually, the house needs to be your home.
Yeah.
And at this point, our current house is not really our home.
No. A house needs to be a place where you can de-stress. And that is really something that we want and have high priority in, because a home is somewhere you come after a long day of work and then you can just de-stress and relax, and not that something is going on with the plumbing or this you have to fix with the electricity or this needs to be done again.
Yeah.
So we just want less hassle and more,
More enjoyment.
more enjoyment, exactly.
What are some of the problems you face when buying a house or renting a house in Ghana? Well, to be honest, we don't have any experience with buying a house, and I don't think we're going to get experience with buying a house, since we're not going to do that. But as for renting,
Well, you have to get a really good landlord, and even if you have a really good, thoughtful landlord, the problem is where they sometimes charge 6 months, 1 year, 2 years in advance. That is something you have to keep cautious of, which is not allowed. You can pay monthly. It is in the law even.
yeah, maximum 6 months. But
Yeah, so I wouldn't do that. The other thing is the maintenance of the house. On who is it to keep the house maintained? Like where we come from, the maintenance of the house is for the house owner. But here it seems the struggle with each thing that has to be kept up, that
Yeah.
you're gonna call and say this needs to be fixed, that needs to be fixed, is always a hassle.
I think one big frustration are agents.
Yeah.
Just know how to do it. You don't always need an agent to do the work. And look for somebody who is really trustworthy.
Yeah,
Just compare a lot of agents with each other
Yeah.
and try to do the most by yourself.
yeah,
Just use common sense whenever you're going into exploring, looking for other houses, going into a contract with somebody,
yeah,
know your rights,
yeah.
and really know what you bring to the table, what the other party brings to the table. and based on that, make a decision.
Yes. Dodge the agents. I know there are some good agents, but better to deal with the landlord directly and just know that whatever they tell you, it doesn't really have to be like that. So when, for instance, they ask us to pay in advance so they can do the, this was another house. They asked us to pay in advance so they can do the painting and the plumbing work. That doesn't make sense. I'm willing to rent a house. You fix my house. When the house is done, we will pay. So keep it in mind, yeah?
Question number 11. How much does a house cost to rent in a gated community, fully furnished?
Okay.
To be honest, that varies a lot, depending
Yeah.
on the location, depending on the amenities from the location. Best thing is to check one of these videos
Yeah.
to
We have a whole
get some
playlist.
information about it and some prices, but you don't have one standard price for a gated community. You don't have one standard price for fully furnished houses or semi-furnished houses. So just check the previous videos.
Yeah.
12. How is the house market in Ghana? Are there a lot of houses for rent or are there a lot of houses empty? It's a private sector. Anybody can buy land, build a house, and that's what they're doing. It's a business model and people see that it's an easy way to get a lot of profits. So that makes it a bit difficult for anybody to find a house since the prices are very high, and commonly they're targeting expats, which means Ghanaians who have a difficult or have a challenge to find houses like we.
Yes.
It's not easy to find a house in our price range
Yes.
because it's mainly based on expats.
Yeah. And even if you look back at the first video we did, some of the houses that we were looking at are still empty at this point because they charge ridiculous prices. So what if they just charge a little lower? They could have rented it out to somebody like us.
True.
Or what about the Ghanaian middle class people who are working? They have very difficulties finding a house as well. So I think the housing market is going to collapse very, very soon.
So this is a question we'll be getting a lot. Question number 13. Why don't we build our own house?
To be honest, you need a lot of money to buy land in a good space at this moment in Accra. So that is the main reason we are saving to buy land and we build. I think that's something we are really looking forward to doing, right?
Yeah.
So once we acquire land, we will build our house gradually. And I think that will really be our dream home.
Well, yeah,
Yeah.
I think so.
I hope so. With a garden and an outside space to play.
Question number 14. Why don't we buy a house? Like a current existing house? Well, I can't do that. I'm not sure of you.
You can or can't?
No, I can't.
No, I don't think it's smart to do that. They always try to make a huge profit, and
Yeah.
they're not really using good quality materials.
To be honest, I see a lot of challenges in that. I'm not involved, so I don't know exactly what it is. So I don't know if there are any problems. And I'd rather face all the problems from the beginning, from the startup
Yeah.
until the end, instead of having problems when I'm buying something and then have to rearrange everything, have to see that the materials chosen by the constructor weren't good and have to fix that problem.
Yeah.
That's a lot of stress, and that's something I'm not up for.
Yeah.
I don't see us going to that whole issue. So that's the reason, that's the main reason I wouldn't buy an existing house.
Yeah. But to be honest, there's a lot of money in Africa. It is crazy because we have seen houses from 300,000, 400,000, and the people would have had 3 months to put that money up. And I'm thinking like, what?
Yeah.
In Europe, you got mortgages you need to do with the banks, and here they're just cashing it within 3 months. That's crazy.
Yeah. Number 15, the last one. Why are all the houses we're viewing so expensive? Aren't there any cheaper ones in Accra? There are.
There are.
To be honest, there are. But
Yes.
I think we also try to show you the upper class and the middle class at the same time.
Yeah.
To give you an understanding that there are things available in Accra.
Way cheaper, way cheaper than what we're looking for. So please don't get off of what we are showing you. I think who shows it? Jasmine, who else? Nee.
The Guatemala.
Maya not really,
What-
right?
what am I-
Renting, he's more into buying. Nappy, they show a lot of houses in a way cheaper price range.
Yep.
But we come from Europe, and we have a certain of living standard that we're used to, which we don't feel that we are ready to give up, because it's comfort. And your home needs to be comfortable. So that is what we are looking for, and that is why we keep on searching.
Yep.
And I think that is why we're looking for a higher price range. So it all depends on what you want. You can find a house for $100 a month, but I don't know if you will feel comfortable.
Even cheaper.
Yes, just know in Accra, in Ghana, anything can be there within your budget. If you want a $100 house, or if you want a $1,000 house, a $6,000 house, $10,000 house,
it's there.
It all depends on your own comfort and what you're willing to pay for. So don't be discouraged by all of our videos. If you need to look for a different price range, check out all the YouTubers that we just told you. And yeah, hold hard with us, keep praying with us. We are going to find our house very, very soon.
True.
I am sure. So thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope we answered some of your questions. If you have more questions, drop them in the comments and we'll be happy to answer.
Thank you very much. See you in the next one.
Bye.
Bye.